Hi, my name is George Goff. Welcome to the Trash Talk Podcast. Today, we're going to be reviewing the movie Dark Waters, made in 2019. The main problem of this movie is that the chemical company DuPont has been hiding its use of cancer-causing man-made acid. This acid is now thought to be in the bloodstream of 99% of Americans. Thankfully, though, for the vast majority, it's at too low of a level to bring any harm to the people. Now, we also find out in this movie, unfortunately for those who worked in these plants or even lived near the area, they weren't so lucky. Watching how this company and its immoral actions have caused all these people to suffer from being exposed to these cancer-causing acids, I believe that the family should have been heavily reimbursed for their loss and for the harm that has befallen them. I don't think that anybody should be excused for this type of behavior. Now, from my personal standpoint, a truly health protective solution is that decision makers must acknowledge the integral roles of public health researchers, industry regulators, and residents of affected communities as key stakeholders. This is particularly relevant to avoid regrettable substitutions, replacement chemicals not required to be proven safe before they are produced. In this movie, the interesting thing about this movie is that, it's applicable to real life. There are two similar cases that are very similar to this Dark Waters case in this movie. Two examples could be the Tanger Desert case. And in this Tanger Desert case, it stretches across 3 provinces in China's northwest area. And although it looks desolate, its scattered lakes and groundwater systems support herders and livestock. Unfortunately, this didn't stop 8 chemical firms from using the desert as a dump for polluted water waste. In August 2015, the Green Development Foundation brought a case to Ningxia First Intermediate People's Court requesting that the companies halt the release of wastewater and restore the environment. The court refused to hear that case on the grounds that the NGO was not active environmental public interest activities, which they successfully appealed in the Supreme People's Court. And the verdict of this case, in its judgment, the Supreme People's Court said active in environmental public interest activities was not just limited to direct involvement in improving the environment, but included other activities that benefit the governance, such as public education, legal aid, and bringing public interest lawsuits. What we can learn from this case is the dumping case is still underway, but regardless of the outcome, it has reinforced the legitimate role of NGOs to bring cases. A second case is the Taizhou pollution case, where companies were tried for dumping almost 25 tons of chemical waste into 2 rivers in 2012. The verdict of this court, the court found in favor of Taizhou Environmental Federation, the social organization which brought the case, ordering 6 companies to pay a total of 160 million yuan, which totals into 23 million US in compensation, as well as 100,000 yuan or 14,500 US dollars in assessment costs. The lesson that we can learn from this case is that a warning to polluting companies that are liable to pay the cost of their pollutions, and that fines can be expensive. I don't think that in any situation it is justifiable for companies to bring harm to our environment.